Greetings, folks. Diamond Woods back again with another comic review. This time I'm here to review Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. I almost say the Amazing Spider-Man, but Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. Um, I pretty much enjoy this comic. This is actually the issue number one for this comic, and I was a big people that know me personally. They know I'm a big Miles Morales. They know I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but I also know I'm a big Miles Morales fan. So it feels only right that I review the series. But anyway, this comic, I'm gonna jump right into it. This comic, as we actually start off at this shield containment facility where they're basically holding captive, none other than Norman Osborn. So no, Norman Osborn's been held captive, and throughout this whole throughout the whole comic, he's basically sitting there saying, Norman Osborn's basically saying, "You all are gonna burn." So after we see Norman Osborn, we flash forward over to these two Spider-Man looking creatures, but they really look more like, yeah, well, actually, they actually look more like Ant-Man type creatures. They're like twins. People call them the Spider Twins and whatnot. But anyway, but they basically start beating the crap out of these two men who are talking about who are actually talking about Captain America coming back alive and basically talking about Captain America and whatnot. But anyway, moving right along, we cut to Miles, and he's basically, we actually see him in school in the hallway with Kate Bishop, and we all know he and Kate Bishop are dating and whatnot, and they're having this conversation about Miles' father and whatnot, and they get rudely interrupted by one of their teachers and whatnot, and in this comic, Miles actually gives the teacher, like, I wish I could pull it up on my iPad so I can, because that's what I read it. I purchased it on my iPad. I purchased it on my iPad, but Miles gives the teachers this. He just gives her this look that basically like, bitch, if you don't get out of my face. But anyway, so anyway, we flash forward to that. We actually see Norman Osborn getting carted away. Basically, I guess getting carted away. I guess some big max getting carted away. I guess some facility to get worked on and whatnot. And he's continuing to tell people that you guys are all gonna burn. You all are gonna burn. Out of nowhere, he just goblins out. I guess you would say like Hulk out. He goblins out and just burns up the entire, I guess, roadway. And then we cut to a scene, panel where cut to a panel where Miles is talking to Gank, and his best friend Gank. He's basically talking to him, basically saying how he wants to tell Kate that he's Spider Man, that he is Spider Man, and Gank basically says that eventually it's gonna come out, and you're gonna have to tell her eventually. And then while this is going on, Gank is basically sitting there telling Miles how he basically wants the bang dagger. I know from Cloak and Dagger. He basically wants the bang dagger. How hot Dagger is. He wants the bang dagger. And anyway, that's what he's basically talking about throughout the whole issue. Ganky is talking about how he wants the bang dagger. But anyway, so then we see a scene where Miles basically goes to the person that most likely person that you would basically think he'd go to. He basically goes to Mary Jane and asks her what at what point in time, how early in Peter Parker's Spider-Man career did he when did he tell her that he was Spider-Man? And she basically tells him that it was almost semi right away, because she basically felt that that's a big secret that you can keep in. It's a huge secret that you can keep in, and it's not something that knowing people that you would want to keep in, basically. And so we cut back to we go back we get some panels of Miles basically flying or well swinging around and whatnot, and he basically hears the whole thing about those twin spiders and whatnot, twin Spider Man. Sees the little Daily Bugle. He sees the Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle's paper basically saying the twin Spider Man beat up locals and whatnot, something like that. And so Miles goes back to his old apartment, and out of nowhere, he knows his old apartment has been broken in, and he basically shows that we actually see at the very end of the comic that none of the Peter Parkers in Miles Morales' old apartment and whatnot. And I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do with this, because I heard I think Hybrid, I think his name, I think if you guys know what I'm talking about, Hybrid, he actually said that he believes that that's one of the Ben Riley Scarlet, well, yeah, one of the Peter Parker clones that basically didn't get killed or whatnot. But I'm interested in seeing where they're gonna go with this. I actually wouldn't mind them actually bringing Peter Parker back to life in the Ultimate Universe, because I actually like that whole Spider-Man thing that they had, that little comic that they had back in the day. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this issue. I thought it was a great issue. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you guys feel about it. I'll try to get back at you guys. Anyway, this is Diamond Wars 12 checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.